So welcome to the Stephan Show. My name is Graham, and welcome to my show, and we're going to be having someone on who works at Tesla, and he wants to know if he should quit his job at Tesla to make $15,000 a month online. So let's bring him on, let's see what this call is about, and I'll tell him whether or not he should be quitting his job for $15,000 a month. So welcome to the Stephan Show. What's going on?
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. What's up?
Hey, I just want to start off by saying that you have like one of the best YouTube channels out there. Keep up the good work.
Thanks,
Really.
man. You got to tell
Yeah.
everyone to smash the like button, though, if they haven't done that
Smash
already.
the like button.
Oh, destroy it for the algorithm.
Destroy it.
Thank
for the
you.
algorithm.
Thank you so much. So, so what's up?
Yeah, sure. Just to give you a little bit context about myself, I'm currently 24 years old. I recently graduated with a mechanical engineering degree, and I'm currently working for Tesla. What is your advice on that?
Wow. Yeah. Okay. You're working. Is there any way you could help get us those short shorts?
No, I have to keep a secret.
Oh man. Or what department? Can I ask what department you're in, or can you not say?
I work on.
That is so cool.
And I saw your video. You reserved the Cybertruck, right?
Yes, I did. If you can get me one of those too. Are you able to get any hookups on stuff?
No, I can't. No.
Ah, man. I want to be the first to get. Obviously, I'm not going to be the first, but I want the Cybertruck and I want the Roadster. So if there's any way to bump me to the top of the list, let me know. But I want those.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try.
Okay. Well, that's exciting. I take it you have some Tesla stock?
I don't. No, I don't. It's actually super high right now. It's too high.
Oh, man. As a Tesla employee, you should have some Tesla stock. Some.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, that's exciting stuff. So what's the situation? What's the question?
Sure. Yeah. So currently, I'm working at Tesla, and I also have a side gig. I'm also doing selling on Amazon. Started that about 2 years ago. So right now, just starting this year, starting January 2020, I've been being more profitable in my business. I'm making about like 15,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted some advice from you. So it's pretty tough managing both the 9 to 5 job and also the Amazon business. And I wanted to know what should I do. I'm I'm using all my time wisely and trying to time manage. I wanted to know just because my business is growing a lot and fast. I wanted to know if I should go full time on my business and
All right, so
stop working.
let's figure this out. So 15,000 a month, that's your net profit.
Yes.
How long have you been making $15,000 a month for?
Just starting this year, beginning of this year.
Okay. How much are you making from Tesla?
70,000 a year.
Okay. So you're making about 2.5 times selling on Amazon so far than you are from working at Tesla.
Yes.
Okay. My only concern with Amazon selling right now, or really anything online, is that we've seen such a big wave of online retailers just doing really, really, really well. Like almost everyone I know who's doing e-commerce went through a little blip in middle of March, and then all of a sudden their business just boomed in April, May, June. So, I mean, my only concern is that I want to know how long that's sustainable for. I have a feeling if I were you, I would give it to the end of the year or maybe January and just make sure your income is increasing. Because from everything I've seen so far, with a lot of people in e-commerce, they'll have like 1 or 2 really good years. And then I would say for most, not for everybody, for most people, it seems to simmer down after that. So, or it's very cyclical. I think at this point, you'd probably be, at the worst case scenario, you'd at least make what you're making at the other job. If it were me, I would probably just grind it out until the end of the year and just make sure that your Amazon income is consistent, it's growing, you really understand what's involved, you're doing really well at it. I would just probably give it another 6 months if it were me personally. And just that'll be your safety net. Just have a little bit more time in there just to make sure.
Yeah, and one of my goals is to expand on selling more products. And that would take a little bit more time on my day to do so. Right now, if I was to have my business stable and not really expanding to new products, it'll probably take me like 5 to 7 hours a week.
Hmm.
But if I was to put more time into expanding, researching new products and trying to expand my business, that would take a lot more time.
Right.
And I think that's kind of holding me off by having a 9 to 5.
Where's all your time going? So let's see. So what are the hours you work at Tesla?
So I start about 9 o'clock and I finish about 6 p.m., 6:30.
Okay. So let's say you get home at 7. And then
Yeah. So most of the time I'm working from home right now, but if it was uh in office, it would be longer.
gotcha. Okay. So let's just say 6:30, you take an hour to yourself. Let's say 7:30 or so. I mean, from what I see, you have from 7:30 until maybe like 1 o'clock in the morning. Right? So
Hmm.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. I still do that. I still count on my fingers. You have 6 hours a day, I see, at the minimum that you could be putting towards this. That's pretty good. But I'm that type of person where I'll just be obsessive. I'll put everything else to the side. I'll just work nonstop on something like that until it gets to a point where I'm happy with it. That's what I would do. How many
Yeah.
hours are you currently working on it?
So right now, 7 hours a week, about roughly. So I usually spend an hour to 2 hours a day or every other day.
Yeah, you need to spend more hours on this while you have both jobs.
Hmm.
What else do you do with your time? Like what else do you do? I'm curious. If it's
I
only
watch your
7.
videos.
Okay, that doesn't take that much time though, because if you only spend on average, let's say an hour a day, there's your 7 hours a week, an hour a day, and that's from like 7 to 8. What do you do from 8 p.m. to midnight? That's an extra 4 hours every single night.
Mostly, I'm on YouTube, just researching like how to invest in real estate, expanding my business, and etc. So
Okay,
most
so
of the time, I'm just
researching.
yeah, and
I
also
th-
answering emails on my business.
okay, that's fair. I think you've researched. Do exactly what you would want to do if you quit your job. See how much your business takes off when you say, okay, I'm going to work from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Take an hour to myself from 6 to 7. Starting at 7, I'm going to work from 7 to midnight every single night and do exactly what I would be doing if I quit my job. Why can't you do that? Do that. Don't see friends.
Hmm.
Don't go and
Okay,
go and social. Just hunker down for the rest of the year and be like, let's see what I can do. This is going to be a good test for you. See how much you could accomplish just by using those nights. It doesn't need to be every night. Let's say Monday through Friday. Something like that. Weekends. Are you working Tesla weekends, Saturday, Sunday?
no, just Monday to Friday.
Gosh, man, you have so much time. You're telling me you want to quit your job so you could do this, but then we're getting into it. Not only do you
Hmm.
have 2 free days, 2 days, let's even 12, you have 24 hours in that weekend that you could use, that you're not going to be sleeping. 24 hours. Plus, you have 6 hours every single night that you're not using. There's a lot of wasted time there.
Hmm.
That wasted time to me, if you're thinking of quitting your job, that wasted time is to me worth $70,000 a year. So you
Got
going
it. Yeah.
and having free time weekends, that's worth $70,000 a year. 70 grand. And especially when you break that down per day, that's significant how much your weekend is worth. If you think that like, oh, I could have the weekends off too, it's a significant amount of time. Keep your job at Tesla. Find the
Got
hours
it.
somewhere else because you have the hours. Um,
Hmm.
I would just work nonstop. And it's not permanent. You have to give this up forever. It's just for right now. It's a good test to see you could still expand exactly as you want to expand. Do both.
Got it. Okay, sounds good. Yeah.
Gosh, man, even if you just sacrifice a Sunday, 12 hours a week, an extra 12 hours a week just on a Sunday, you could still keep the same schedule as you got and just work a Sunday on this. You could get so
Hmm.
much done, man. There's so much time you're leaving on the table.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You
This is
convinced me.
yeah, no, this is what's required.
Hmm.
Really. If you could do both, and I'm not telling you keep the Tesla job forever. I think if you get to the point where all of a sudden you're making like 300 grand a year for doing this, and then your time is like literally your time is more valuable going in and doing this full time and not Tesla. I would tell you quit Tesla right now, especially with how recent all of this is, and you've been doing well this year so far. Double down. That's what you need to do.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Also have a few more questions.
Okay.
Most mainly about real estate investing.
Okay.
So me and my family is looking into buying a house. This is not like rental property, but more so of living.
Mhm.
So I currently live in Bay Area. I wanted to know how do we determine if it's financially feasible for us for a situation like the mortgage monthly mortgage payment compared to like our monthly income? Like what percentage should I be aiming
As little as possible. Ideally, what you want to do is get like a duplex or a triplex or something that you could rent out to offset some of your cost. Ideally. And the answer
for?
is
Okay,
as little as possible. You want to be in a position where you don't really feel that housing payment, ideally. I mean, 25% of your income goes towards housing. I mean, that would be a fairly conservative amount. In the Bay Area, though, I would tell you that in most situations, it makes sense just to rent. When you add in unless you're going to be living there holding it for like 30 years, in most situations, for like less than 10 years, renting is cheaper in that area. When you count for opportunity cost, how much money you're going to have to put down, getting a mortgage, overhead costs, property taxes, insurance, repairs, maintenance. It depends. If you want to keep it forever, buy it.
okay, yeah, that is yeah. We're planning to hold it for at least like 20 years or so.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I
it'll probably make
yeah.
sense to buy a house instead of renting.
Right. Okay. So ideally, I would get something where you could rent out a part of it, whether that's a basement, it's a duplex, something like that. If not, um, I would just try to find something. Ideally, maybe you could fix it up a little bit, make it nicer. Keep the housing payment as little as you can compared to your income. Lenders will tell you usually you could spend about 44% of your income towards housing, which I think is too high. You can get that more around like 25%. You'll be in such a good position. Might be difficult to do in the Bay Area though.
And would it be best to co-sign or have one person?
One person.
Um,
Co-signing is usually there's no reason for you to co-sign on something like that unless you have really bad credit and the other person has great credit. But even then, you with bad credit bring them down, or them with bad credit brings you down. Someone's on the hook for that loan. It doesn't make sense to co-sign because that's going to impact their ability to get a loan too because they're co-signing on a loan. So that's my advice.
okay, cool.
I would say one step at a time, double down, grow the Amazon business, save as much money as you can, invest a percentage of that in an index fund, or if you're buying individual stocks and you really believe in the company, consider doing that. Potentially buy a house for yourself and your family, and then just keep growing the Amazon business. Just double down as much as you can right now.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. Good luck, man. Let us know what
Yep.
happens. We'll have you on in 6 months. And if you haven't grown this business, if you're not making $50K a month, you can't come back on. So now you have to make $50,000 a month, and then you can come back
Okay,
on the show.
sounds good. I'll let you know.
Cool. Sounds good. Thanks, man. Bye.
Thank you.
So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to destroy the like button, subscribe button, and the notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. Post pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there. As on the podcast, the Iced Coffee Hour with Jack and Graham, link down below in the descriptions. New episodes being posted every single Sunday morning. And if you haven't already got your 2 free stocks, get those 2 free stocks down below in the description. Webull is going to be giving you 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 on the platform, with one of those stocks potentially worth all the way up to $1,400. So if you haven't already done that already, get your 2 free stocks down below. Let me know which 2 free stocks you get. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.